Hello and welcome to my channel. This is Lisa with Lisa's Faith and Budget Plan channel. I'm excited to be here today. I'm excited to be here with you, getting into my budget for Paycheck 1 in the month of April. A lot of things are happening. I gotta keep up with my plans and make sure all the bills are taken care of and the finances are in order. So we're going to go ahead and dive in and put in these numbers. If you saw my monthly budget, it's a very similar to that. My paychecks are laid out exactly the same, except for it's more hyper-focused during a time period, not just the entire month, but the paycheck period itself. And that is what we're doing today. I am estimating the same budget numbers, but when I close out Paycheck 1, you're going to see what the new numbers are when I balance forward everything to Paycheck 2. So that is what we're working on today. What is the leftover that we can have after everything I planned, hopefully to balance forward into Paycheck 2 time period. So that's what we're doing. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to fill in this part and we're going to go over each amount and I'll be right back. Okay, so the first thing I have here is the military retirement. I am guessing on this one. I'm kind of doing this a little bit early to make sure I have it available. $1,880. That's what I planned in my monthly budget, so I'm going to put that here. Once I know what the actual is, I'm going to put it right there. Let's see, I have VA disability. This is my husband's disability from 20 years of active duty service, $2,428.19. Obviously, military retirement is the pension he earned. Let's see, rent and dividends is $803. That includes my son's, his part of the mortgage, his part of the utilities, his part of the groceries, and things like that. So he pays his portion being here, and then he gets to keep part of the money for himself. Salary is going to be, I think, $1,327.21. That was the last paycheck we got. On the 15th of March, and we're still waiting for the new paycheck for the end of March, the 1st of April. If there's a difference, I'll put the amount here and then adjust accordingly as that happens. This is a new job to us, so it's kind of hard to figure out exactly what he's getting because they're still setting up his pays, they're still setting up his different taxes that have to come out because he works for the state, but he travels all over the central part of the state, and there's different counties he's working in, so he has to pay taxes in different counties and things like that. So it might fluctuate paycheck to paycheck. I'll just use whatever the last paycheck was as far as the next one. And if I see a well enough pattern, I'll just take the lowest amount and use that as my base and then adjust from there. So that'll be fine. 0 for other. And if I do anything balance forward, I don't know if April hasn't happened yet and haven't decided. So I'm doing this early so I can get this up on the 1st of April. And yeah, balance forward. I don't know if I'm balancing any money forward from the month of March to April. So our first thing we're going to put here is our tithings. God's Outreach is our giving to our local food bank here. It's $95.06. We pay the extra credit card processing fee here. PCH tithe, that's Pregnancy Help Center, that's $88. It's another tithing. These two tithe the military retirement. Tithe for the church is $138.31. Okay, so next I have is the mortgage, and this includes the $550 principal only payment, so $2,522.90. That is total with the extra payment. It's the only debt we have, so we're accelerating our debt payoff and making sure the mortgage is paid off early within 15 years. We just started this mortgage in 2022, and all but 3 months have we added $550. So that specific amount should get us to mortgage debt freedom by the end of December of 2038, I think is the date. So that will be within the 15-year time period we're looking at. Spectrum is our cable internet phone, $171. Amazon Music is my husband's subscription, $10.59. And then $6.99 for Paramount Plus. It's just another subscription that we have. Greater Europe Mission is another tithe to the VA disability, and that is $256.75. That's what it is. And then water, we're budgeting $50, though it will probably be less than that. YouTube Premium is $24.92. And HP Instant Ink is $7.41. I think I get 100 pages of print for that price. Okay, and then Geico is $178.02. Okay, so those are all the fixed expenses that I have for this paycheck period. These are the variable over here, and grocery household. So I've gone through and set up my weekly check-in, and I have my notes section here. And what I did is, what am I going to budget for each week? Now, April is going to be a lot different actually. I'm not going to be here the whole time, and I got to make sure that because I'm not going to be here the whole time. My battery just died, so I forgot what I was completely speaking about. But I do know I was getting ready to talk about this section of my weekly check-in. I do know what I'm going to have for week 1 and week 2 budgeted out for the week in spending categories. Because I'm traveling, it's going to be important for me to focus on these and make sure we're staying within the budget throughout the month, even though I'm not going to be here. I will be filming all the way up until I leave, and then while I'm gone, I may push out a week later or something like that, or just do a video on my phone and post that. I don't know what I'm going to do yet, so we'll have to wait and see. But as soon as I know, you will know what I decide to do. But I have planned out the week, so I do know how much grocery household I am going to have, how much restaurants, miscellaneous, gasoline, and copays. Based on what our current spending pattern is, the first couple weeks should be fine. It's the week 3 on that's going to be a little different. So yeah, we're going to have to pay attention to that pretty closely. So now, let's see, go back here and finish this up. There we go. So I have budgeted $640. Like I was saying, I have $640 for grocery household for the first 2 weeks. I have $200 for restaurants. Not sure how that's going to turn out, but we'll see. $160 for the first 2 weeks of miscellaneous. $80 in gas. With me out of town, gas may stay the same. It might be different just because I'm not driving my vehicle, but I may pay for a tank. Well, I'm going to have to, because I'm driving my parents' vehicle from North Carolina to Virginia to visit my friend once I fly to North Carolina. So yeah, our gas should be fine. If it goes above and beyond, I don't know. I might have to take out of activities fund to cover like gas and stuff like that, or something out of my sinking fund. So I'll have to take a look and see what I have there. I've not planned this trip well. I'm just kind of winging it right now. So I'm being a very bad budgeter when it comes to that. The next thing I have is copay. It's $40. And then unbudgeted is always $0 to start. Hopefully we won't fall into that category, because we only have $60 left if you saw my monthly budget at the end of the month. So yeah, we really have to stay within budget. So now what we're going to learn is what these totals are and how much should be balancing forward to the next month, because it looks like we're going to need all of it in order to make sure we have enough to cover all our bills. So I probably will be pulling out of savings quite a bit, and yeah, we might have to rearrange some of our savings for me to do my travels. Oh, anyway, let's go ahead and total this up. starting with the income. All right, so paycheck one, the first of the month, first day of the month, $6,438.40. And because this is going to last through paycheck two, I really have to pay attention to this because this is partly paycheck two money. So now we're going to go ahead and total the bottom down here, and then we're going to come up with our balance forward for paycheck two. Okay, so this side, the fixed expenses should be about $30,549.95. And our variable is $1,120. And now we need to come up with our balance forward. So let's see, we have $6,438.40, and we're going to subtract the $3,549.95, and we're going to subtract the $1,120. That leaves $1,768.45 to balance forward. So I do want to write this down. I think I'm going to use a little sticky note here, and this will be the balance forward budgeted or estimated amount. 1,007, 6, 8, 4, and 5. There we go. We're almost in the right order. There we go. So that's the balance forward. I did not lay down stickers to put the actual balance forward. I'll do that later. But this is where I need to stay and keep my budget within. So I did say that I might have to use sinking funds for whatchamacallit. This is March's sinking funds for my travel. So I do have $275 in activities fund plus $50, so it's a little over $300 there. Yeah, I might have to use $300 from here. That'll be fine. And that should get me through my trip. So I'm not too worried about that. Because all I'm really paying for is gas and any food that I might need while I'm there visiting friends and family. We probably won't be eating out much. But I'm sure my dad's going to want to take me out to eat because he always loves going out to eat. So there's that. So we'll see what happens. But yeah, I'm happy with where the budget is. I want to keep an eye on this number to make sure I have enough to cover everything else. And that should give me a $60 buffer in the next paycheck period. I'm not sure how I feel about that. I don't like small buffers. I like keeping a few $100s in the buffer, the checking account. So if I can make that due at the end of March, which I hadn't even thought of this because I have my tax returns and I haven't put those in savings yet, and I could probably not use the activity funds and use the tax returns to cover my travel. There, I just not sat down and thought about it. There we go. I thought about it and I figured it away. So yeah, we should be good here. I probably still won't balance anything forward, but I will have some money in savings from our tax returns that I can use for travel. So that won't impact the budget. We should be good. I'm so glad I thought of this. Okay, so this is all I have for now. This is paycheck one. I will have a weekly check-in on Friday and sinking funds budget update set up for you this week or next week. I can't remember which. And a Mortgage Monday coming up. So those are the videos coming up. And then I will do an early weekly check-in before I travel, and then I will be gone for a bit, and then I'll come back. I'll try to post some videos in between so you can see what's going on, and I will show you what the budget looks like then. So I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more of my videos, please subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys next time. Have an amazing and blessed day. Bye.
As a young girl, the fields were mine. We played hide and seek for hours, raised our shadows among the pines. So offshore, playful and free, without a care.